In my 30-some years of military and business experience, I've been able to simplify my priorities for success down to three things: truth, wisdom, and what I call my true north. I have a simple model I use to explain. You start with a triangle and evolve to a three-sided pyramid. I call it the truth pyramid. One point of the base is you, one point is other people in the world around you, I'll call it others, and the third point is your true north. When navigating with a compass, true north will get you where you need to go. When navigating life, you need a similar reference to let you know when you're on track and off track, just like the needle of a compass always pointing north to orient you properly. True north is your source of guiding principles and values in life. Those you can rely on as being true and faithful every time. Those you'll teach your children about and they'll base their lives on. What our true north is today and what it should be may be two different things. If we're not clear on our true north, we best determine what it should be and then commit to it. In your life, you may feel that you're on track or somewhere between slightly off track and completely lost. Even if you feel that you're on track, without the right guiding source, your true north, it's like climbing a ladder that's leaning up against the wrong wall. And if you're off track, you're not likely going to find your way back on track. The American Constitution establishes guiding principles and values for our country and could be considered America's true north. The founding fathers of our country based the principles and values they wrote in the Constitution, Declaration of Independence, and Bill of Rights on Judeo-Christian values from God and his teachings in the Bible. I recently read a book entitled The Real George Washington, and it was amazing how heavily General and President George Washington, known as the father of our country and the father of our Constitution, relied on God and felt he was blessed and directed by divine providence, or God. If you read history, I don't think there's any question that true north for the founding fathers was God. They incorporated the words "In God We Trust" and adopted it as the national motto. It is written on every coin and bill in our pocket as a reminder of our founding principles and values, along with the Latin phrase "Annuit Coptis," I think it's pronounced, literally translated, "He approves of the undertaking." In my words, that means you're on track. Of course, "he approves" is considered God approving of our founding of the country, parting from tyrannical rule by the English. Our national seal incorporates a three-sided pyramid with the Eye of Providence, or the Eye of God, in a triangle at the top of an unfinished pyramid. I drew my three-sided pyramid on my dry erase board on my desk here about a year ago. My revelation really was that things are not that complex, and there's really no experts in life. Most important to me in my life is my family and my faith. My purpose in life is based around those two things, including close friends into my family. I think clarity for me came in gaining wisdom through experience over the years and in studying history and the Bible in recent years. I tweaked my model over the past year as some of my initial assumptions weren't holding up, but my current model is held up to every scenario I can think of, and I really believe it to be true. I'd like to hear from you if you find it not holding up in some way, and I'll be open to learning new perspective. But for now, this is what I aspire to live by. So God is my true north, as it was for the founding fathers, but God does not have to be your true north. The only requirement in my model is that your true north be true. What do I mean by this? Well, the lines and edges in the model that connect you, others, and your true north represent truth. This forms the base of the truth pyramid. This being a success model, in order to have a successful marriage, business, family, friendship, or even country, the relationship between you and your wife, husband, business partner, employees, friends, and countrymen must be based in truth. And there must be truth in and between you and your true north and the true north of other people or group of people, and that the true norths need to be common between you. What gives this model dimension is wisdom. Wisdom is represented by the edges of the pyramid coming from the point in the middle to each base point. Wisdom about yourself, wisdom about others, and wisdom about your true north, or God in my case. There's a big difference between knowledge and wisdom, by the way, which I'll cover in later videos. I'll just say for now that where there's no God, there is no wisdom. There's plenty of knowledge in American universities, but very little wisdom because God has been pushed out over the years. Knowledge and wisdom can be gained about yourself and others through experience of life, of course, and in simple but scientific assessments that measure behavior style, values and motivations, and personal skills or talents that you and others do naturally well. When you attain wisdom about yourself and others in life, and you gain wisdom about your guiding principles in life, your true north, then you begin to have true dimension in your life, and your purpose in life becomes clear, bringing more meaning, balance, and fulfillment in your life. As your wisdom increases, your purpose becomes more clear and directed. So with purpose as the top point in the pyramid, the greater the wisdom, the higher and more directed your purpose. To keep it in simple terms, there are 10 points and edges on my model, representing those three things that I first talked about: truth, wisdom, and true north, between yourself and others, and they combine to identify and strengthen your purpose in life. In future videos, I will break down each of the 10 points and edges of the truth pyramid. It is my intent to help you be true to your purpose and the people in your life through wisdom and knowledge about yourself, God, and others. I look forward to seeing you in future videos. I'm Bob Wood.